Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today we are doing an update on my rolling project pan. We're back at this location. I think you guys enjoyed it, so thank you for that great feedback. It probably won't be an all the time thing. I'll be back on my vanity eventually, but it's a nice rainy day today, a beautiful rainy Sunday, my favorite kind of Sunday. I don't have the sun burning my eyeballs today, so it feels good to be sitting here, and I actually have a table to work with, and that feels good as well. So I'm gonna go through all of my rolling project pan items, let you know my progress on them, how I've been doing over the past month. Of course, I'm gonna give you all of the data. I'm gonna let you know how long it's been in, how much it weighed, show you progress pictures up close, tell you how much I've used of each. I love all that stuff in these videos. It's the details for me. I have all of my items here ready to go over with you. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel if you love painting content. I do all sorts of painting projects, pan those eyeshadows, pan that palette, deck of painting. Now I'm doing Project Level Up. So there's a lot of fun to be had here. And sometimes I do other kinds of videos too, like check out my Get Ready With Me if you haven't seen it before. I'll link it for you if you missed it. I got to blab about my life and get probably a little bit too personal, but check it out. Let's get right on into this video. The first item and the item that's been in this project the longest is this lipstick here. This is from Bite Beauty. They're a Mousse Bouche lipstick, and I have the shade Sake here. This lipstick has been in my project since September of last year. It was weighing 20.29 grams when I first rolled it in. I'm making slow and steady progress on this lipstick, but I have really been enjoying wearing this cool tone mauve in these winter months. There's like squirrel drama happening outside. Oh my God. I don't even know if you can see this on camera. There's things happening outside here, okay? It's wild. We're in the wilderness. Here's what it's been looking like over the past several months since I rolled it in September. It's been getting slow and steady progress as we've been working on it. It was weighing 20.29 grams when I first rolled it in. Here's what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 19.11 grams. I reached for it 9 times over the past month. It's now weighing 18.79 grams. I've used 0.32 grams of product, and here's what it's looking like today. And you might think that it looks quite different, and it does. It went through something over the past month. It's had a hard January, okay? Like many of us. I don't know what happened. I found it on the ground. I opened it up. It was like next to my coffee table. It must have like fallen out of my purse or out of my pocket. I don't know. But I picked it up and opened it up, and it was completely like rolled up into the cap, and the top got smashed, and now it's all ugly, and it makes me upset. There's just some lipstick stuck to the lid, like a little bit. I was able to get a brush in there and use most of it, and now I'm just trying to like work it back down into a nice shape. We can still use it, we can still enjoy it, still appreciate it, and we're gonna continue. Why do I always say we? I don't know. I'm trying to break that. I'm going to continue to use it and enjoy it and work on it and hopefully empty it in the next couple months. I'm hoping in like by the spring, if not sooner. Here I have the measurements that I've been taking on this lipstick. So up here we have where it started at. This is the bottom of the product. Here's where it was last month in January, and we were able to jump down to February. I think we were able to jump down a little bit more because of that little accident it had, but at least we are seeing some progress, whether it's a good representation or not. 9 uses in a month is not too bad. It's a little bit less than I used the month before, but I'm going to try and ramp up on this item and get some good progress for all of you for the next update. I forgot to mention that after those 9 uses, I've now used this lipstick 39 total times during the course of this project. Next is the powder that I'm working on panning, not the Makeup Forever powder foundation. This is actually the Makeup Revolution powder foundation. I'll insert a picture of what that component looks like here. And it is repressed into this compact. This came into my project in October of last year. It was weighing 80.75 grams and was looking like this. Here's what it's been looking like over the past several months. I was able to pretty quickly hit pan on this again, and it's been fun to wear away at this pan over the past several months. Last month, it was looking like this. It had a nice, decent sized pan on there. It was weighing 79.17 grams. I was able to reach for it 20 times over the past month, making for 62 total uses in this project. And here's what it's looking like today. There's a significant difference in that pan. You can see we are really getting close to using up all of the product in there. There's definitely a higher amount of product over here on this side than on this side. I've kind of been wearing away this while it's thin and easy to wear away, and then I'll focus on that bottom part later. It's weighing 78.42 grams today. So I've used up 0.75 grams of product, and we are close to finishing it up. I think the next month, maybe maybe 2 months, but soon this will be rolled out and I'll have an empty component again, and that'll feel really great. I've been mostly using my concealer as coverage, not really reaching for foundation on a regular basis. So this has been my extra coverage on other areas of my face that I'm not using concealer, like my cheeks and basically mostly my cheeks where I have like acne scarring and sun damage and things like that to cover. So this has been great. I think it's a great product for a great price. I would definitely recommend it. The packaging is a little, you know, low quality. It's just like breaks easily. It's plastic packaging. I dropped mine on the ground, so that's not really a fair assessment, but I could see how it could break easily just like in life as you carry it around. And I like to have my powder foundations as like travel makeup items. They come with me for touch up. That's mostly how I like to use them, unless I'm panning them and using them for coverage, like in this case. But it's been working really well. And even though my skin's a little bit dry right now, as long as I'm careful with it, it doesn't look too dry on the face. So it's working quite well for me. The next item is the first ever nail polish I have been working on panning. This is from Sally Hansen. It's their gel polish line. I actually really like this line of polishes. They have a lot of colors and they last pretty well in my opinion. I've been working on this since November. It weighed 67.45 grams when I first brought it in. It's been hard to see through the glass and like track the actual level accurately. So we had a little bit of a bump up this month because I did put a little bit of nail polish in here, non-acetone nail polish, just a tiny little bit to thin it out, and it helped immensely. I'm actually able to get like a nice smooth manicure with this nail polish now, while before it was quite gloopy and it wouldn't dry properly. It's working a lot better now. So I know it can cause problems for some people. I've never had an issue thinning out nail polish in that way. Last month, it was weighing 63.81 grams. I reached for it 4 times over the past month. I think that was 3 manicures and 1 pedicure. It's now weighing 63.07 grams. So I've used 0.74 grams of product and I've used it 14 total times. And after adding that nail polish remover, a lot of it was able to kind of like come off of the sides and it settled all the way down there. So I went from up here last month. That's where I was able to mark it last month. And then I dropped all the way down here is the best that I could see it this month. We are getting close to the bottom there. I'm going to continue to use it for the next month. It's a lot more usable in the state it is now. And I'm hoping I'll be able to move forward with this product without adding any more nail polish remover before I empty it out. But we are getting to the point where it's just kind of like getting hard to get on the brush. I kind of have to like tilt it. We might be calling this good sooner than later. We'll see. I don't know if I have to like use up every little drop of nail polish to feel satisfied. I'll feel good about just like using up the majority of a bottle of nail polish for the first time ever in my life. Really happy with the jump that we're able to see now that it's a little bit thinner. It is staying in the project and we'll see how I feel about it and how it's doing next month. Next item is a hair care item from Amika. This is one of the first hair care items. I think the first hair care item I brought into my project pan because I'm just kind of winnowing out my makeup collection and decided that I need to also winnow out other areas of my beauty collections like hair care, nail care, all those kinds of things. I brought this in November of last year. It was weighing 47.45 grams when I brought it in. It was weighing 28.27 grams last month and it had just a little bit left. I used it one more time and was able to empty it out. It's now weighing 24.1 grams. I used up the remaining 4.17 grams and we can now roll this one out after 5 total uses and using up 23.35 grams of product. So I'm very happy to have this empty and out of my hair care drawer. I don't know what this even did for my hair. It was supposed to be, I think, to prolong a hairstyle and repel any humidity in the air. My hair doesn't really react that much to humidity. We don't live in a very humid place. Even when it's raining, my hair like doesn't frizz up. If I'm like in the tropics, then yeah, it'll get a little bit wavy and curly, but I kind of like it that way. I just don't think this is a product that I need in my life, in my routine, and won't be purchasing anything like this. But I have been learning more about hair care items and what I like, what my hair likes, what helps for what I like to do with my hair and how I like to style it. This isn't it, but I'm having fun on this little hair journey of mine. The next item is this lip mask from Mary Kay. This is their Satin Lips lip mask. It's an exfoliating lip mask that you apply for a couple minutes and it helps to remove dead skin from the lips. I've been working on this since November of last year. It was weighing 9.93 grams when I brought it in. Hi, it's Butter. He's very sad. He needs food. He needs snacks, so you might hear him meowing over here. Here's what it's been looking like over the past several months. I've been using this so consistently. every day before I get ready, almost every day. And I've even started to use it at night as part of my nighttime routine because my lips are so dry. I need all the help I can get to exfoliate them. Even with all of that use, we're making very slow progress with this. Here's what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 7.61 grams. And here's what it's looking like today. And it is so stinking skinny. It looks very much empty, doesn't it? But it's not. It's not empty. There's still product like down here. I reached for it 23 times over the past month, and I counted every time I used it, morning and night. So it's kind of weird that I didn't use it more than that I thought I did. But it's now weighing 5.72 grams. So I've used 1.89 grams of product, and I've used it 64 times total in this project. I'm basically folding it over to get any product out and like pushing down on like that base of the tube, and still getting a ton of product out. So as much as I wanted to roll this out this month, I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, I could roll it out now. I kind of unofficially am rolling it out now, but I'm gonna continue to reach for it and use it and get it completely empty. But I will be rolling in an item in its place because I can't imagine this product lasting me any longer than another week. If it lasts longer than that, I will be shocked and awed, and I will share all of that with you next month. But for now, we're gonna keep it in one more month and really get it empty. But at least I'll have an item in its place once I do empty this, hopefully very soon. Next item is my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I have the shade Light Beige. This came into my project in December of last year. It was weighing 64.82 grams. I've been using this almost every day as my main coverage. I use just, on my under eye, down my nose, chin, maybe a little bit on my areas on my cheek where I need coverage, just like a dot really. And then I blend it out from there and finish it off with that powder foundation. So that's been my routine most days, and it's working well for me. I didn't do that today. I have a different thing going on today. I was having fun playing with makeup today and wanted to switch it up. This was weighing 64.82 grams when I brought it in December. Last month, it was weighing 62.46 grams. I reached for it 22 times in the past month. Today, it's weighing 60.08 grams. So I used 2.38 grams of product, and I've now used this item 55 times total in this project. And we are starting to get quite low in this little component here. I haven't been drawing on it. I think I used like a chalk or grease pencil on there and it rubbed off. It hasn't been my priority to get a good marking on there currently, but alas. I think, I'll tell you my estimations. When I first started, it was right around here. And then last month, it was like right there. All right, so I went from like there to there. And then this month, I think it's like close to here, like right above the Sculpt, from what I can tell. And I'm even starting to see when I move the doe foot in certain areas, there's like a little bit of scraping and windowing happening. So I think we're getting close. I will have to remove the stopper from here to get out all the product, and I'm always looking forward to that a little bit. I feel like it's like the last leg of the race, like the final push to empty out a product. And this has so much product inside of it. It's half of an ounce, but we are gonna get there. Already in 2 months, I've used almost 5 grams of product. So if I continue at this rate and continue to use it in the way I have been, I'm hopeful to have this used up in the next couple months, because I would love to bring in a foundation into this project very soon. But I've really been wanting to wait until I get this concealer and powder foundation out of the way. I know this can be a long haul item to pan, but I really am enjoying the journey with it. It is a nice concealer, and I've enjoyed using it in my daily routine. And it's always fun to pan items like that. Next is a pan from my Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I've been working on the powder bronzer shade in here called Sculpt. Many of you, I'm sure, already know that I recently emptied out the cream bronzer in here shade, and I immediately decided to go and focus on that powder bronzer next Sculpt. I'd already been reaching for this very casually while I was panning the cream shade as well. But I've just been weighing this palette kind of at different stages. So any weight change is going to reflect usage of all of the pans in here, not just the shade that I'm concentrating on. So here's what it was looking like last month. The palette was weighing 260.61 grams. I was able to reach for this shade 19 times during the past month. Today it's weighing 260 grams, so I used 0.61 grams of product total, and here's what it's looking like today. So I hope you'll be able to see that the dip is getting deeper on this side of the pan. You can see that there's like a little bit of a shadow there, and even if I like show you from this angle, you can see like the metal is kind of like starting to be more exposed, compared to like the other side, the actual like side of the metal pan. This one's gonna maybe take a little bit of time to hit pan on, but it's a slow and steady race with this whole palette, and I'm just loving using it Loving continuing to get use on it. I also have exciting updates with the highlights in this palette. I hit pan on Lit over the past month and have actually expanded it to be quite a nice size pan in there. And I've been continuing to reach for this shade as a highlight for inner corner and brow bone. This one I've been mixing with this for more cool tone looks. This is like a little deep on me for just by itself. At least now, I need to play with it more maybe. This one I haven't reached for much, maybe like to top my bronzer once or twice, but that's about it. But I love having a pan on that. That just feels like extra exciting. I never hit pan on highlighters, so the fact that I was able to do that in that shade in the course of using this palette is really fun. Obviously, I love this highlighter. I think it's gorgeous. I use it regularly, and it's a beautiful tone for me, that like kind of peachy, rosy gold. I really like it. I'll insert a quick video here showing what this whole palette looked like over the past several months, just so you can see the progression of the big picture on this palette, because I always like to see that, so hopefully you do too. So that one is going to stay in. It's kind of a long haul item, but we love having her around. I love having her around. Another long hauler, I fully expect this item to be in for the entirety of the year. This is the e.l.f. blush palette. I just brought this in January. I really love this blush palette, and I just want to get as much use as I can on it during the course of this year and see how far we can go. Kind of like just a fun little experiment. So here's what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 92.1 grams. I reached for it 24 times during the past month. It now weighs 91.78 grams. I used 0.32 grams of product, and here's what it's looking like today. And I don't know if you'll get to see much of a difference compared to last month. I've pretty evenly been distributing my use between the 4 shades. So I think just the lack of concentration on any individual shade might result in, less progress to share month to month, but I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna continue to plug away at this. There's a shade in here for every makeup look that I would probably wanna create. I have reached for like more purpley shades just here and there, but overall, it's perfect for me for day to day. And I can always find something in here that works for me. I have this shade and this shade mixed together on my cheeks today, and I really like how that works. You can mix these shades really easily and get different tones of blush. And I'm having fun just kind of having a project. This whole project pan is one big project, but this is like kind of like a little mini project inside of it. I don't expect to empty this out in any capacity, but I am excited just to see what will happen in the course of this year. So stay tuned for all the excitement to come with that blush palette. I know, buckle in. I know you're as excited as I am. Next item is the lip pencil that I'm currently panning. This is the Colourpop Lippie pencil in the shade Contempo, which is like a really pretty, like dusty pink shade. I love it for this time of year. Here's what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 6.42 grams. I reached for it 13 times in the past month, and here's what it's looking like today. Today it's weighing 5.84 grams. So I used 0.58 grams of product, and I was able to draw a new line on my little progress tracker here. So I did it a different way this time. I have a drawing of like the outline of the pencil. So here's where it was when I brought it in January, and I was able to bring it all the way down here this month. And I think I've sharpened it maybe twice doing that. And we've definitely been able to lower it a significant amount. I'm hoping I can continue with this pace, if not speed it up. I am working on quite a few lip products right now. This is a very easy shade to wear on a regular basis, and it does pair quite well with sake, and it'll also pair well with a lot of different glosses that I like to reach for. So there is that one, and it might be a little bit of a longer item, but again, don't mind at all. It's a really great color to wear, and I just love wearing lip pencils. I love how long lasting they are, and I love how you can mix them with a lot of different other products. Another experimental project pan item is this Lippie pencil from Colourpop as well. This is their red shade Bossy. I don't expect to finish this, but my goal is to use it 5 times each month for 60 uses total during the course of this year. Here's what it was looking like last month. It was weighing 6.73 grams. I didn't reach my goal of 5 uses this month. I only reached for it 3 times. I'm a little disappointed, but I do have a slight weight difference to share. Today it's weighing 6.64 grams. I've used 0.09 grams of product, so barely 1/10 of a gram. And here's what it's looking like today. I did sharpen it. Did I sharpen it? I don't know if I did. Maybe I sharpened like just the actual product and not the pencil, because it is sharper than it was when I first shared it with you, I think, unless I just sharpened it. I don't know. I don't remember, but I did try to draw like a new shape on my tracker here, and I was barely able to. This point is where we were at last month, so and now this month we are just below that point. So you know, just in those 3 uses, I basically wore off the tip of that pencil, and we won't see much significant change until I'm able to sharpen this again, which is still quite sharp. I won't need to sharpen this until maybe using it 1 or 2 more times. I'm trying to roll over any uses that I don't complete in a month. So if I don't hit that 5 use goal, my thought is to roll those uses over into the following month. So that would mean that this month I would need to use this 7 times. So I'm gonna try for that. I'm gonna try and wear this 7 times. What better month to do that than the month of February, the month of Valentine's Day, the month of love and seduction, right? You want some sexy red lips to wear with your boo out to dinner? We might do that a few times, maybe more than once. Lucky him, right? So if I'm gonna reach my goal and get to those 60 uses this year, I really have to remember to reach for this and get my 5 uses each month. It's not gonna be easy, but that's the whole point of this. It's a challenge. It's a way to encourage me to wear red lips. So of course I had to wear a red lip today. I only had 2 uses. I'm like, okay, 2 is deplorable. At least we need 3. So here you go, red lip for all of you and for this project. The last item that I've been working on in this project is also a hair item from Amika. I basically had these 2 together as like counting as one item. And this one was very close to empty when I rolled it in. Here's what it was looking like just last month. It was weighing 24.65 grams. I reached for this 2 times in the past month. It's like by the way, it's a blowout spray. And I think it just like helps to protect your hair from heat, add some texture and volume. And it was okay. I actually felt like it made my hair a little bit stiff. I didn't love it. I think I may have over applied it because the spray bottle was a little broken and I got I put some product on my hand and distributed it. I do not recommend trying that. It didn't work well for me, but anyways, I was able to use up the remaining product. After 2 uses, it weighs 14 grams. I used 10.65 grams of product in those 2 uses and it's empty. So that's another hair item that I can get out of my inventory and that feels great. So that means that we have 2 empties this month, both hair items. And because they originally counted as 1 item, I'm gonna roll just 1 item in to replace them, but I'm also gonna roll in a second item to replace this, even though it's not completely empty. It's gonna be there very soon. So let me tell you what is coming into this project this month. I love bringing in new items, how exciting. Keeping on the hair care trend, I dug into my hair care drawer and found another little like sample size hair item. This is from Sexy Hair. It's their Healthy Sexy Hair. And again, this is a blow dry cream. This is supposed to be a nourishing product that kind of repairs and protects your hair. So I'm excited to try this and see how it works. My hair is quite damaged. I mean, I bleach it, I blow dry it, I curl it, I use heat styling on it. So it needs all the nourishment it can get, all the deep conditioning it can get. And if I'm going to be blow drying my hair, I better be putting a good product into it to at least try to offer some protection to it. So I did squeeze all of the air out of this product that I could. So this should be a very good representation of where this product is at today. And I decided to give myself a little bit of a break with this product because I have a lot of long haul items in my project right now that I needed something that would kind of be quick, that would maybe only be in my project for a couple of months just to kind of keep me motivated and keep the momentum going. I have a much bigger hair product that I need to be panning, but for now, this is what we're working on. Today it is weighing 29.55 grams. My goal is to use it up. There's probably quite a bit of product in there and I'm not gonna use a ton of it when I use it. I only blow dry my hair maybe 3 times a month, roughly. And what am I gonna use? Like a nickel size, maybe quarter size amount. So it might take me a couple months to use this one up, but at least it won't be another long haul item that I'm working on for the majority of the year. So that's the first item coming in. And the next item I'm bringing in is a familiar item. This is from Revlon. This is their Plumping Lip Cream. And I recently panned another shade of this. It was their apricot shade or something like that. This is the shade Nude Honey. And I've just had these 2 items sitting in my collection for so long and I wanted to get the use on them and get them out of my collection. And I was so close to finishing up the apricot shade last year, but I just gave up. I was so close to the end and I wanted it gone for my inventory and I was just done with it. The shade wasn't working, the formula wasn't working. And so you might be wondering, like, what are you thinking of bringing this second lip gloss in? And I don't know, this is my stubbornness in me. Like I can't bring myself to get rid of this product because I paid money for it and I hardly even used it at all. But this shade is a lot more of a me shade. It's like just a lot easier to wear. It's a lot more neutral. It'll be easier to pair with the lip products that I'm wearing right now. It doesn't have the best formula. Like it kind of like shows texture on your lips. You're not gonna be able to tell it from the swatch. I don't know why I'm showing you that, but it does show a lot of texture, which isn't great for where my lips are at now, but my lips are gonna be getting better soon. And I just wanted to get this into the project sooner rather than later so that I had ample time to work on it and actually finish it up in the course of this year. Hi, baby. My brother's right here. Come here, baby. Come say hi. Come here. Come on. Come say hi. There's my baby. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You know what he's saying? He's saying, I want treats. I want treats. Now he's going to rub against my tripod and try and knock over my camera. No. This boy woke me up at 4 a.m. gnawing on my beautiful wood bed frame. Literally gnawing on the corner. I found a big chunk of wood missing out of my bed frame this morning. So he's lucky he's cute, you know? Because he's a little monster. Get out of here. Go. Okay, I'm gonna finish this video. What can I say? I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm gonna try and use this one up. It'll at least give me some sense of peace that I was able to use this product and not just waste it, throw it into a landfill where it'll never be used, you know? And then, hello. This is what these cats do. I'm telling you, that is so rude. Is that supposed to impress me? Oh, butter. Get out of here. I'm telling you, this boy, I apologize. I apologize for that. That was indecent. Anyways, I'm not quite hate painting it. Like I can make it work. So don't feel too bad for me. Don't think I'm like being too crazy. I'm just fighting with myself right now. Okay. Out loud on camera for the internet. So that is the second item. And this is like the only old lip gloss I have. So I'll feel good once I use this one up that all my other lip glosses are like fresh and ready to use and will hopefully last me for the foreseeable future. And I don't need to buy any more lip glosses because I have everything I need. There you have it. That is my Project Pan update. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and be a little part of my YouTube family over here. Leave a comment down below and say hello to me. I love hearing from you. I hope you're doing really well and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye. Just to show you like my chaos that is my life. When it's not all pretty for you on YouTube. There's all my things I need to put on my bed. Okay. See, it's not all pretty over here.